Sort of like that. Well, let's hope that Houdini act continues today. That was just ridiculous. I don't know how I did that. A somewhat cataclysmic brain fart there. Loss of senses. This for all the marbles, I would say, at this stage. So I'm an aspiring scratch golfer, currently 3.2. So how easy or hard is it going to be for me to get there? We shall see. There could be some utter carnage on the golf course. Birdies and bogeys. Who knows at this point? We're soon going to find out. And there's something extra special just nestled in the video for you as well that you'll really enjoy. So keep your eyes peeled for that and watch on. I'm here today playing the Nicklaus Course at the phenomenal Carden Park Golf Hotel and Resort. Right guys, 410 yard par 4 first hole. Obviously got the driver, so we're going over the trees. I got height. That was really nice. I'm very happy with that, I think. I don't know where it's going to end up, but I got over the trees. Okey-dokey. Somewhat reduced this hole to size. We only have 71 yards to the flag. Not quite sure what the green's going to do, but it definitely pitches up towards it. So try and land this about 60. It is downwind a bit, so it should release. Okay, so what I've learned there is the greens are quite soft. All right, birdie put up the hill, 20 feet. Just watched Paul drain one. I mean, it was nowhere near going in, but it was a good pace, which is not always something I'm great at. When you start with a 410 yard par 4 and make a 4, you're very happy. Nice solid nerve settler to get me underway. And the second hole is semi-drivable at about 308. If my maths and compass is correct, it's wind slightly off the right, so that'll help me hold this straight. I'm going at the flag. Pulled it a bit. I think that'll be okay. It's just a few wispy trees over there. I'm quite lucky to find this. It must have nibbled a tree on its way by. I've still got 94 yards. Tree's a bit of an issue. I'm going to have to try and aim at Paul's ball just short right, and if I can move it right to left then great, but his ball is a good result actually. Sit. Wow. Big. Good shot though. I'm not upset with that, to be honest. Well, my fine feathered friends, this is not the ideal scenario. On quite the downslope, with not much green to work with. So the best thing to do here is just to get it out, and if I can have a par putt, I'd be very, very happy with that. Hit his ball. All jokes aside, I am absolutely delighted with that. That could have gone so badly wrong in so many ways. There were many things that could have occurred out of that bunker there, and I didn't think that 10 feet past it would be one of them, to be honest. So let's see if we can knock this in. That will be some par after all that. That's quite a fancy 4, that, in the end. How on earth have I come away with a par there? Well, level through 2. Well, let's hope that Houdini act continues today. That was just ridiculous. I don't know how I did that. But we'll move on swiftly, concentrate on this lovely par 3. It's 161 flag. Definitely a little down, so I don't need to flush this. Hold it wind. Okay, good result. Just on the left fringe. Didn't go in the bunker, so that's a bonus. Okay, I've gone for the T-squared flat stick. I am on the fringe, but I've got a lot of confidence in the putter now, which is a nice feeling. Let's just nuzzle this one up close and take a par. These par threes are going to be tough, I feel like. They usually are. Pretty good. A little defensive, no surprises. Surely I can clean that up. Excellent. I'm always happy with a 3. So here's the moment you've all been waiting for. Forget the golf. Here is your chance to win an incredible one-night stay and 2 rounds of golf at the incredible Carden Park Golf Hotel and Resort, courtesy of my friends at Dream Golf Holidays and Carden Park. All you have to do to enter is follow the link in the description, fill out the short form, and that's it. You're in. Don't forget to share it with your friends as well so that they take you if they win. And best of luck to you all. Don't forget also to subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much and good luck. What a magical start. Not quite sure how I've arrived on the 4th tee, level par, but we have. And now we have a par 5, which is my favourite. Well, that's one. It's just skirting up the right, but should hopefully be fine. I won't lie to you, I was aiming about 25 yards further left, but it's quite wide there. Right, my drive still stayed in the fairway, which is good. It's about 220 flag with a bit of help in the wind. A bit difficult to see what's up there. Pin's hard left, so let's keep it up the right. A little bit like that. Bounce left as well. Yeah, that's a pretty good result. Probably pin high just right of it. Well, truth be told, I thought the 4-iron was a tad on the chunky side. Luckily, it's about pin high just right of it. So as misses go, pretty good. Hold your line. I don't want to go down that slope, and yet. I didn't think that slope was going to be an issue, but it was. Well, certainly not catastrophic, but that was a bit of a silly miss. I've got quite a considerable uphill birdie putt now. Wow, that was really slow. Luckily, a good line. I'm not upset with the 5, to be honest. It could have been better, but it also could have been worse. It's a rather nice view, isn't it? I just assumed this whole area was flat, and how wrong I am. This hole is going to be tricky though. It's 400 yards into the wind. But so far so good on the golfing front. We're battling away at level, as always. I've done it again. Stay there. A little right of target. Well, we're going to visit the rough for the first time, but it stayed out of the very thick stuff anyway. Okay, let's think about this logically then. I've got 140 flag, but it's into the wind, but I'm in the rough. There's grass behind the ball, so I'm hoping I get a little flyer, or at least take the spin off it. So it should cut through the wind. That's the plan. Well, the line's good again. Yep, about pin high, putting for birdie. Here's Dream Golf's Paul on the phone whilst putting. Needless to say, his putting's unbelievable. Got it on camera, Paul. Right, well, I actually misjudged that. I'm quite a bit long of the flag, but still putting for birdie, which is nice. It's very hard to judge when you've got rough and wind to deal with. Well, the line's good. It's not going to get there, is it? Well, it's a damn sight better than some of my putts, to be honest. I will definitely take a tap in. Almost had some serious flutters, hoping it might just creep in, but it didn't. And it's a par 4. Tough hole into the wind, I'll take that all day long. Okay, 5 pars in a row. Who'd have thought? Not really me, but apparently today it is. But that ends here, for better or worse. It's a drivable par 4. It sweeps round a little lake, but it's about 287 flag, so we don't back down on this channel. Going over the corner of the trees with the driver. No, that's a bit too safe. Well, we carried the water, that's one thing. And we're near the cart path, we're safe. So as you can see here, this rough is quite thick and my ball's sat down in it. So I'm going to need speed, so the only thing for it here is a flop shot. Has worked. I couldn't have done much more. It's going to roll to the back edge of the green, but safe. Could have gone in the bunker, could have gone anywhere. I don't know if you can quite see, but through the trees in the distance at the base of the hill is the Carden Park Hotel itself, and it is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So it's a golf course, really. Very enjoyable test. Gotta go again. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a good lag putt again. It's just when you compare yourself to Paul Mason, it's a fairly embarrassing level of putting when you prime Tiger Woods playing against you. It ticked off another pretty solid 4 and still level par and loving life. Right, after a tiny hiatus, getting a hot drink because it's a lot colder than we anticipated today, hence the waterproof Galway Bay top. Stroke index 2, better loosen back up. Not really sure what to do, so I'm going to hit 4 iron and I hope to God it gets over this little ditch in front of us. I struck it great, I've pushed it though, again. Straight into the ditch. Oh, just hit driver, Jonny. A somewhat cataclysmic brain fart there. Loss of senses. Taken a drop out of the ditch. Found my ball in it at least, but couldn't play it. Something along the lines of 164 downwind. Got a good lie. 8 iron. It's got to get over the next ditch. Oh, it did. Well, that is so undeserving, it's actually rolling past flag high and off the back. That landed about 30 yards short of the green. Fairly terribly played hole so far. However, the sun's coming out, and don't count me out just yet. I could chip this in. I would like to make 5 at worst, though, if we can. Right. Thank you. I've secured a 5, I think. I hope. Could have been a lot worse. There we go. Not the end of the world, just a shame to end that run of pars. Oh, sun's out. How lovely. How ridiculous must I look in a waterproof jumper? Anyway, following that mess of a hole, nice little par 3. It's only 1, 2, 3, so should give myself an opportunity here if I can hit the ball straight. It's just leaking left. Alright, not a million miles off. Should have probably known that the wind was going to push it that way, but I forgot. Pretty good result in the end. I'm just on the fringe, but putting back up the hill with minimal break, it's doable. I'd love to get that bogey back straight away, I have to say. Oh. Well, that was a rather large misread. It just looked like it had to go right to left, and yet it went left to right. I feel like I say that a lot. Okay, just the one blemish and some fairly tidy golf aside from that. Well everyone, we're sort of knocking on the door, but we just haven't quite waltzed through it just yet. But maybe the time is now. This 9th hole is yet another 520 yard par 5. It doesn't look to be too much trouble, so let's just put the foot down with the driver, so to speak. Like that. None of that weird pushy stuff. That's exactly where I was aiming. Hopefully we can reach in 2. Right, green light special then. With slope it's about 220 to that flag, and I think with a firm bounce, which I've been getting most of the day, my 4-iron will get there. Please bounce left, it's a lovely strike. I've got the bounce. Get up there. I actually think it's just run off the back again. I mean, I'll take it. It was a lovely strike and a lovely golf shot. So far so good in terms of managing the misses. I've actually gone through the green, but got plenty of green to work with. It just all runs away from me, so let's see how my pace control is. That needs to go. I just came out a little bit funky from there. A bit of a mishit. Disappointment. Close but not quite. Would have liked to have been a bit closer to the hole here. But it's still a good opportunity. Oh, yes. What a lovely read and putt. For once, the red line just tracked straight into the hole. And we're back to level, back to parity. Let's just take a moment to digest that front 9 then, shall we? In essence, a lot more consistent than previous attempts, with just 1 bogey and 1 birdie leading me to level. Now the back 9, this is where it could get hairy. There's a lot of water, especially in the last few holes, culminating in a very gettable par 5, so the process should be cling on to the score until then, finish well, and we might just get under par. Well, you know things are heating up when the teal jumper comes out, my favourite. I feel a bit superstitious about layers. I'm playing quite nicely, so is taking the Galway Bay waterproof off a good idea? I don't know. Yeah, no issues with that at all. Oh, let's not ruin the tracer. That is as straight can be. Very happy with that one. Well, it's always nice when your drive goes exactly where you're aiming. And it's left me with 124, which is about the same as the short par 3 we had a few holes back. So nice 50 degree. Weirdly struck shot. I think it's going to come up short. I think I've towed it a bit. But hopefully putting, and that's going well so far, which is a nice feeling. Truth be told, not a great strike, and then as I walked up here felt the wind blowing into my face, so we've come up short, no real surprise. Another opportunity to hit a good putt, I suppose. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful pace control. Usually a real weakness of mine. I'm leaving myself a lot of tap-ins and keeping it relatively stress-free. Not that golf is ever stress-free, frankly. Still level. So we're going in the opposite direction to the last, and yet it feels into the wind somehow. But it shouldn't be, it should just be straight down. And we're yet another one cresting 400 yards, so it has to be driver, really. I pulled it. Oh, thank goodness the wind's helped me. Oh, that was dangerously left for a little while, but it just seemed to hold up a bit, which was nice. Right, what's great about this is you can see the light coloured grass means the grass has been cut with me. So that's a lot easier than when it's against. It's a tough little shot though. 151. I've got my 9 iron. That should cover if I get a bit of a flyer. That's a terrible golf shot. Straight in the bunker, way right of target. Tricky bunker shot here, guys, but what we don't want to do is compound our errors, so we'll make sure we at least get it on the green if we can. Even that's probably not a given looking at this. On a downslope, landing on a downslope. Yeah, caught a bit of ground and ball at the same time. Okay, it's not bad. It's not spectacular, but it's not bad. Right, ever so gently back up the hill for my par. Not a bad result from a very difficult shot, but would have liked to have been a little closer if possible. Who knows? Could have a no putt. I don't think we're going to have a no putt with that read. Yet again though, pace is phenomenal. Stupendous, you might say. Just line shoddy. Okay, just the second shot to blame for that. Bogey takes me to 1 over. Right, we're over par. Kel surprise. We're battling as always. And this is 171. I feel like it might be 6. I just don't feel comfortable hitting it. So I'm going to lash a 7 at it. Oh, I've struck it so well, but that is piling left. I didn't see that down. Hopefully hitting the wrong club means it's short of everything. Well, we're going to need all of our good soft mitts here. I've taken relief from the cart path. Dropped it into a fairly decent lie, but not much we can do other than dump it into the rough and hope it just dribbles out to the hole. Sort of like that. That would have been the most undeserving 2 that I would have taken ever. That's some 3. And we're clinging on again. Whew. I won't sugarcoat it, that was very much a Houdini act there. It was dump it into that rough short of the flag and hope it came out, and it did beautifully. Now we have a par 5, the only difficulty being that it's into a substantial breeze. That was nice. That was very, very nice indeed. We found a fairway, that's lovely. Well, yet again, after a stonking drive, it's a 4 iron for my second into a par 5. The difficulty here is it's into the wind, 220. So whether I get there or not is probably unlikely, but I'm going to absolutely hammer 4 iron and hope it rolls up and swing as hard as my little arms will allow. Draw. I mean, I've absolutely nailed it. It's as good as I can do. I'm imagining it to be 10-15 yards short, but it's very good. Okay, we have come up ever so slightly short as expected. It was a great 4 iron though. I think if I just dump this onto the front edge of the green, it should release to the hole. Nice. Played to perfection once again. I love that. Scared of a tiny pebble in front of me. Right, this to get back to level then. Excellent news. Playing some seriously lovely golf. So I believe that wonderful birdie has taken me back to level. That was 3 absolutely incredible golf shots. And now I just need another. It's only 250 flag, but so much danger lurks at the green. We're into the wind, so 4 iron just into this open expanse. It should be good. It should get over that bunker. It has. Should leave us a good angle in. That's a great shot, actually. That 4 iron was superb. I now have 36 yards. I just watched Paul stuff it in close, and that's kind of forced my hand in terms of the match. I think if I just land this about a yard on, that should be ideal. Maybe a little further with some check. Not remotely how I drew it up, and it's turned out pretty well. Right, 8 or so feet up the hill for my birdie. I really, really want to get under par. Got to hit it. Got to hit it. Didn't need that. I mean, it is a par at the end of the day, but disappointing first putt to say the very least. Right guys, here comes stroke index 1. It's quite a long one into the wind, so drivers required. Luckily there's still a par 5 to come, so that'll help. The level par. That's a bit left of where I wanted. That could be in trouble. It was the right shot, it just got a bit left on me quick. Well, my heart was well and truly in my mouth for a while. Don't know why, I'm absolutely fine, albeit in the rough. It's 132 flag. Again, probably going to get a flyer from this lie, so just a wedge. Pin is directly behind this bush you can see here. Well, I'm glad I hit wedge because that is a flyer. Good safe shot, front left of the green. Thought I might be making bogey and hopefully I won't now. Well, it seems, guys, that I've turned what could have been a catastrophic hole into a birdie chance. Imagine I converted. Stop bobbling. Well, the line was sublime. Yeah. Defensive, but just what the doctor ordered, I would say. It wasn't exactly an easy one. Very happy to walk off that hole with a 4, let me tell you. 3 to go, level par. Sometimes I wonder why we do this to ourselves. Stressful, level par with 3 to go. Beautiful par 3. 131's the number. I'm not going to back down from a challenge. I'm going at it. It's a perfect number for the pitching wedge. Well, that's very professional. I've sort of shoved it slightly to the heart of the green, but we are putting, and I'll take that. Okay guys, we're a fair way from the flag, but we are on dry land. That's the main thing. Putt has been good today, so no reason why that can't continue. It's not great timing from you, Mr. Fly. If you could not... Keep going. Well, it's pretty good. It's defensive again, mind. Nobody panic. This is fine. We'll be fine. We'll hold this. I pulled it. Oh, that's disappointing. That might be the first 3 putt of the day. Oh no! I'm always making it hard for myself. Right everyone, I'm going to use the anger that I've built up from that 3 putt, and I'm sending driver at the green. It's 250, which I'd normally say is absolutely fine, but we are dead into the wind. Well, that'll be over, but it's way right. Yep. Fairway finder, and we'll have about 80 to the green. Well, it was a good miss in the end. 56 yards. Looks like it's going to kick left. So I'll aim at the shadow of the flag, try and land this 48, and let's pray for a birdie. Oh, you can't be that soft. Well, I thought that was perfect, and the ball just went splat into the green. Well, it's not all bad. What a view. Carden Park, ladies and gents. And we need a good putt. It's too low. Goodbye. I think I pulled that as well, to be honest. I was aiming up here. Got that all wrong. It's a good putt. It gives us a chance up the last par 5. Can we make birdie or even eagle? Here we go then, as usual, needing something at the last. No stress-free finishes here. No. Just left the face slightly open. I do not know what's over there. Danger, I suspect. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, my tee shot was so bad that it's actually okay now. I mean, this is what I'm faced with. But because I've sort of hit it right and the hole goes right, I've only left myself with about 170 yards. I need a flyer with the 7-iron. I don't think I can get over with the 6, so it's just a lash through this gap. It's as good as I could hit it. Please get up there. Who knows at this point? I've got a clap. Well, you can't make this stuff up. This for eagle. I wasn't far from going back to the tee, quite frankly, so this is an incredible result. So this to get under par, and I really hope you guys have enjoyed. Enter the giveaway courtesy of Dream Golf Holidays in Carden Park. And here we go. No way! Oh, it was a little firm. Didn't want to be leaving it short, but how's it ended up there? Right, well, I suppose that pretty well sums up the round of golf. Like, you couldn't make it up if you tried. And Paul will attest that it wasn't. So I've somehow come away with a level par round. Hope you guys have enjoyed. See you next week. Goodbye.
I'll tell you what, that's good for content. That looked awesome.